Here we are together again on the radio, and I had a conversation on the air, and I mentioned this kind of as a side comment, but I really want to explore this a little bit. For the longest time, as you know, I've been touting the virtues of living alone, and by the way, I had a great weekend. A weekend in which I spent only 45 minutes away from my house to go to Trader Joe's to get some rations for the weekend. And then there I was outdoors just enjoying my time. I was in the jacuzzi. I was grilling. I was laying out the sun. It was peaceful. And you know, let's face it, good deal of that time, I was 100% alone. 100%. No nagging, nobody telling me let's go out antiquing or let's go out to the swap meet or we have to get out of this house, let's get out of here. I just relaxed. When I came back after the weekend, I just felt spectacular. And that doesn't mean that I don't get laid. It doesn't mean I don't have a social life. It doesn't mean I don't have friends. I do. And they are there for the choosing. When I want to have them in my life, I do. But I am not forced to make conversation with somebody all the time, and I'm not forced to be running around doing things all the time, whether or not I actually want to do something. And I don't have to listen to constant criticism and berating and being told what I did wrong, what I could do better, what I should be doing, could be doing, ought to be doing, ought not to be doing, ought to be doing less of. You know, there's a lot to be said for a life where you're always right. How many times do you think to yourself, you know what, I'm always wrong? No matter what I do, I'm wrong. No matter how hard I work, no matter how much money I bring home, no matter how good a person I try to be, I feel like I'm wrong. I always feel like I'm wrong. I always feel somehow like I'm going to be criticized for what I do or don't do. And I felt like that for a long time. And so I tell you regularly that until you get over that hump, that fear of being by yourself. By the way, it's a hump. Yes, there is a period of time when you feel sad or you feel a little lonely or depressed, but that's any time a relationship breaks up. Once you get into being by yourself, watching the games you want to watch on TV, eating the food you want to eat at home, getting the electronic gadgets you want, or fixing up the house the way you want it, or your apartment or whatever, not wasting money on crap all the time, you know, cute crap you see in store windows and stuff like that. You just don't know what you're missing. You don't. And being that I have plenty of time to sit and think, plenty of time to ponder, plenty of time to, you know, just get into myself, which is my favorite thing to get into nowadays. I do think about, well, gee, you know, why is it I'm so happy alone, and what is it about women that I'm having a hard time with? Now, people love to give that simple and, frankly, erroneous explanation on here. They say that I hate women. I don't hate women. I do have at least one female friend who slipped through the cracks. And I do have a social life. I have a sex life. I definitely do. And I do like to socialize. And certainly people who see me in public see me talking to chicks and hanging out. You may have seen me at a bar with a chick. If you live in Los Angeles, you may have seen me at a sporting event with a chick. I do get out and about. I do. But there's something about many women, and obviously, again, remember, I'm not using the word all, although people will accuse me of it before the end of this hour. There's something about many women that really turns me off. And what that is something I was talking about in an hour of the program when we were discussing Paris Hilton. That is that I really do believe that for many women, the ultimate dream is to become rich without having to lift a finger. I think that's the reason women like Paris Hilton, is because she became rich without having to work for it. And her whole life is just going out and looking pretty and being dressed nice and partying and having guys fawn all over her and having all the money in the world to do whatever she wants. I think that's the ultimate dream for many women. And they try to live that dream through relationships, living at your house, getting married, or whatever. This is really what many women want. Whether it be the woman who calls you up around dinner time and says, what are you doing, and hopes you'll invite her to dinner. I just got rid of one of those not long ago. The woman who calls you whenever you're about to have dinner and says, hey, what are you doing? Hoping you'll invite her along to dinner. Yeah. Or the one who wants free booze and kind of has your schedule figured out and wants to know when you're going to the bar to have a drink so you can buy them drinks. Yeah. Or the women, how about this? It's coming up on vacation time. Here we are, summer season. How many women have suddenly crawled out of the woodwork, gotten friendlier with you, knowing you're going on a nice vacation somewhere? Could be anywhere. You know, my vacations are to places like Spain and Italy and France. Or if it's not overseas, if it's the United States, it's Maui or Napa Valley or Key West, or maybe it's Mexico. If I'm staying in the hemisphere, maybe it's Cabo or Puerto Vallarta. Places like that. And it's funny how many women pop out of the woodwork in the summertime to say, hey, long time no see. What's going on? When are you leaving on vacation? And they're hoping for an invite, so they don't have to pay for a vacation. By the way, you know where this pops up a lot? If you ever get on these websites like Match.com, Yahoo Personals, JDate, Adult Friend Finder, whatever, the number of women who say the following, they say that the headline will be, love to travel. Love to travel. And then in the profile, they will list all the places they've been, which is usually, you know, New Jersey, Northern Michigan, Camden, New Jersey, whatever. And then they list the places they'd like to go. Italy, Spain, France, Greece, the Greek Isles, you know, the Ibiza, you know, the island that is part of Spain, whatever. These are the places they'd like to go. But what they're not saying, essentially, is that they're whores. These are vacation whores. These are the women who, if you call them or if you write to them on one of these dating websites and you tell them that, my goodness, you know, I was thinking about going to Italy myself, they essentially, without even knowing you or knowing very little about you, will just simply tag along with you. And then if they have to pay in trade, many of them will. You know, anytime you see that phrase, whether it's Craigslist or Match.com or whatever, when it says love to travel, that's an incomplete sentence. It's love to travel on your dime. That's what they're telling you. I mean, you notice how many of these women, if you read their profiles, have never actually gone anywhere. But they sure would love to. And if you're buying the plane tickets, I'll tell you what, those panties are coming off. It's like a legal form of prostitution. It's pretty amazing. But it's all tied together, this idea that women want to get something for nothing. You know, whether it be the woman who bats her eyelashes over there at the Midas muffler shop to get a free tailpipe. By the way, I know somebody who did that. Or whether it be the woman who, you know, invites herself along when you're having dinner or invites herself along on your vacation. The fact is, or whether it's the women who admire Paris Hilton, it's all about women fantasizing about not having to do anything in order to get money, in order to get trips, in order to get clothing, in order to get whatever. And this is one of the things I have a hard time about with women, because me, I have worked hard. I've worked to be who I am, to be where I am, to have the money I have. And many of the women out there who would just love to get invited along on these trips with me, Many of them, frankly, when I was working, they were on vacation, usually with other guys. I know more than one woman who, while I was working, was in, Italy or Spain or France at one time, a year or 2 or 3 years ago, with somebody else. And now that that relationship is over, now they'd like to go on a vacation with me. Not because it would be particularly romantic or wonderful to be with me or be in my company, but because they get to go on another trip, not have to pay for it. And then if they have to put out, they have to put out. Isn't that exciting? Who needs that? Why bring sand to the beach? So this summer, I'm traveling alone. I'm not scouting around to see what women I can find to go on vacation with me. I would rather just simply go by myself. When I go by myself, then whatever happens when I'm on vacation happens. And what goes on the road stays on the road. But why would I want to take one of these women along who only goes on vacation when somebody else is whipping out the platinum card? So what I'm saying is I have a hard time relating to women on this level, because me, I always think if I'm going to go on a vacation, I'm going to have to put some money away. I'm going to have to pay for that vacation. If I'm going to eat a nice dinner, I think, well, my God, that's going to cost, a decent restaurant, $300. That's a lot of money. I actually sit and think about that. I think about how hard I work to make my money, and is this restaurant really worth it, and will I enjoy it that much? I go through this stuff in my head. And there are women who get their self-worth by seeing how much money they can get a guy to spend on them. So the result is when I go to restaurants, I take my friends. Generally, I don't take women to restaurants. Just like I advise you not to do it. I take my buddy. If I want to eat it, people have called in on the show and say, well, I take women to restaurants because I like going to restaurants. Guess what? I like going to restaurants, too. So what I do is I call my friends and invite them. And if they can't afford to go, I invite them and I pay for it. If they can't afford to pay, they pay their half, I pay my half. But the bottom line is, if I'm going to go to a restaurant, I'd rather go with my pals. I'd rather do that. Enjoy the hell out of it. I just can't get behind this idea that women just sit there and look pretty and don't have to do anything. And they don't have to save or invest or take any risks or anything. And I'm supposed to do all that stuff. So, yes, I find this stuff fascinating when I read about these women in personal ads who quote-unquote, love to travel. Oh, yeah, they love to travel. Well, they're letting you know that you're going to be paying the freight. And it's just something about women that makes me feel, I just can't be friends with people like that. People who don't work for what they have, who don't earn it. Now, are there women who work for what they have? Sure. They are the less attractive, fatter in the breed. Those are the ones who have to work, because what man's going to pay for their vacation? So clearly there are women who will work for their vacations. For example, I've known women who work to go on cruises, quote-unquote singles cruises. So they burn the midnight oil at the office and they save to pay for that cruise. Then they go and they have a few $15 drinks in the middle of the ocean, and then they're hoping they're going to meet some guy and do something really irresponsible. They have enough drinks, or the guy has enough drinks, she'll start looking attractive. Those women pay for their own vacation. But when it comes to going to the places you really want to go, Rome, Athens, Paris, London, when it comes to going to places like that, women want us to pay. And by us paying, they're even willing to put out in many cases, but us paying shows that their vagina has value. And I don't think what I'm saying is the least bit unreasonable, I'll tell you that.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Tom, what's up?
The ratings, my salary.
The Tom Leykis Show.
At 1-800-5800-TOM. You can say hello to Anna on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey. about what the second line in the conversation will be. Give it some thought here.
Yes.
All right, Anna, pencils down. What's the next line in your conversation?
All right, the music was so loud I couldn't hear you. So, you feel so bad about women that get it for free?
They get what? Wait. Stop. They get what for free?
Perks, trips, meals.
It isn't even that. It's that they expect to get them for free.
It's not free.
What do you mean it's not free?
Well, because you're absolutely, I disagree with you on 90% of issues. However, the thing is, women, if we like a guy, we'll bang him for free. Now, if we have to bang a guy we do not like, but he can provide us with material things, that costs us. Because it's disgusting.
Well, that's called prostitution, darling. I mean, how about you only go on trips with guys you like, and if you don't know anybody who can afford to take you on a trip, you either save up and pay for your own trip, or you wait until you meet a guy you like who can afford to take you.
No, I agree with you.
So women who put these personal ads in there saying they love to travel, but they're really saying they love to travel when a man is paying.
Right.
That's prostitution.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with prostitution.
Well, prostitution's illegal. Let's start with that.
Right. Well, what do you call young chicks that marry guys who are twice their age and have a life of luxury? It's also prostitution, even though they're white, right?
I would say the way the divorce laws work in this country, I would say most marriage is prostitution.
Right. So what I'm saying is prostitution is hard work, and it should be legal.
I'm totally in favor of legal prostitution. Maybe it would take Maybe it would take some of the pressure off on some of the legal forms of prostitution we have now, like marriage and divorce.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, though, prostitution, it's not fun. It's hard work.
But I will tell you this, dear. If I were going to pay for somebody to go on vacation and have sex with me, I'd hire a professional. Why would I hire the average chunky broad off of Match.com to go with me on a vacation when I can get a prostitute who is beautiful?
Exactly.
And I can be proud to be with her. If I'm going to pay, I might as well pay a professional.
Absolutely. I agree with you. So my point is, you say that women get perks for free. Well, to sleep with a guy who is total fat pig just because he has the money, and I know quite a few girls like that, it's not free. It's pain to do that.
Well, they don't have to do it.
Well, it's work. Like you said, it's prostitution.
But why do they even go through the whole? Why do they even go through the whole charade of implying that they're looking for love? They're not looking for love. They're looking for plane tickets.
Absolutely. So that's what's wrong with this society. It should be open and honest. Like, honey, you're a disgusting fat pig, but you have a lot of money. So taking on vacation, I'm very honest with guys about this,
So are you a prostitute?
No, I'm not. However... Do
you accept free trips from fat guys?
Well, I tried, sort of, and I couldn't take it, and I just left. It's like, a lot was offered to me, and I thought about it, and I worked for everything I have. So I'm just saying it's really painful. I went out for dinner with this guy, and he was so disgusting, and I knew what he wants from me, and I thought, well, I can get all those goodies, and it was just too disgusting. By the way,
dear, every straight man that goes out with you wants sex. Everyone, whether they're attractive or not attractive, whether they have money or they don't have money, 100% of them want sex. When a man asks you on a date, it's because he wants sex.
Absolutely. There you're right. There you're absolutely right. But it's
so why go out with anybody that you're not attracted to?
Well, because like I said, you're right in the sense it's prostitution. Exactly.
So you're willing to go out with guys you're not attracted to go to nice restaurants, get free meals? Is that what you're saying?
I couldn't. If I could, I would. But what I'm saying, it's hard work. To have sex with a guy you're not attracted to is hard work. So, and even Paris Hilton, think about it, the price she's paying. The humiliation, everybody's disgusted with her. That's not free. That's my point, Yeah,
well, my attitude about it is, as far as I'm concerned, I'll go on vacation myself. I don't need to take anybody with me.
Right, unless...
I might add that once I get where I'm going, who knows who I might meet when I get there.
And by the way, Tom, on a little bit different subject, I have opposite problem. I have problem where I sleep with a guy just because I want to have sex, and they get attached to me. So, and then I don't know how to get rid of them. But the thing is, like you said, if you go on vacation and you take somebody with you and you're paying for them, it is prostitution. And if it was open and socially acceptable, that would be so much more honest and easy, you know, than what we have right now.
Well, as I've been planning my vacations, let's face it, I am not paying to bring somebody along. I'm not doing it.
Right, but if you really wanted to sleep with someone and she was not interested enough unless you provided some goodies for her,
but
you would do it. I mean, I know.
But here's the deal. Right? Here's the deal. When I get where I'm going, I'm going to be able to meet chicks there. And if I meet somebody there, they're already there. I don't have to fly them there. I don't have to pay for their hotel. They live there already.
No, that's right. That's right. But you are you. There are guys who are desperate enough, and they acknowledge the fact that chick doesn't want them for them, and they're still... By the way, that's my point. Like, that's my main disagreement with you in your philosophy, because I agree with you on a lot of stuff. However, the thing is, it's not us that is the problem. It's you guys. It's capitalism right there in a raw form, because it's demand and offer. As long as there are guys willing to be doormats just to get into our pants, we're going to abuse it.
Well, that's why I tell guys to turn it around and to show that they themselves are in demand rather than acting desperate all the time. And that's why guys end up paying for everything. It's because they're desperate.
Exactly, but that's my point. We can get laid anytime. You guys, I mean, well, you know, like you are not exactly attractive, but you're wealthy, famous, whatever. You can get laid, no problem. But what about guys that are not famous and they have some money, but they really want to get laid? They have to go for it.
Then they have to do things like they have to show the idea that they've got potential to make money, or they have to lie about making money, but whatever they have to do, then fine, then they do it.
But whose fault it is? It is guys' fault, because we
Well, it's everybody's fault, because why should a guy have to lie about having money in order to get laid?
Because if he's not handsome enough, then that's the thing. You know, I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Isn't it interesting when you say that about women, when you say that women are fat or fugly? Ooh, it's terrible, and everybody gets offended.
Well, my point is, you guys want it, and we have what you want. And as long as that is, and it's been forever, that's how it's going to be.
What I tell the guys how to do is to play the fact that anytime a woman turns you down, there's another vagina around the corner that will be open for business.
Well, how about all the guys I know, and they want my vagina?
What about them?
Well, like I said, there are guys that want specifically my vagina, and they let me walk all over them, and I don't even sleep with them. And they let me use them all over the place.
Right, but if they treated you like crap, you would respect them.
No.
More than you do now. No. You don't respect them now.
No, Tom, come on, you're missing the point.
You don't respect them now.
They want what I have, and that's classic market strategy, right?
Are you an economist, dear?
No, but I looked into it. I'm interested.
5-800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Diana on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing, Tom?
Good.
Awesome. I just want to call and say thank you, because if it wasn't for all your callers and, you know, their stories and everything, then, you know, I think so many people just walk around like just retarded. And if it wasn't for your stories, I probably wouldn't know half the things I know now. And I wouldn't have been able to catch the guy I was dating this week. So I'm really excited.
You caught the guy you were dating?
I caught, like, he was telling me he was going to go to London on a business trip. I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden, you know, I hate to say this because it sounds pretty, like, immature, but good old MySpace, some girls, you know, can't wait to see you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who's this girl, you know? And I look, And sure enough, they were supposed to meet up in L.A. And I'm like, well, I thought he was going to London. And I'm like, all right, I'll let him, you know, do what he's going to do and tell me whatever he wants to tell me. But, you know, I'll, in the back of my head, know he's Sure enough, he calls me and text message me, and I get my phone bill, and they're all domestic calls. So I'm like, this is weird. If you're supposedly in London, don't you think it'd be an international phone charge? And then the stupid girl puts pictures of him and her on her MySpace of them in Catalina. It's so funny.
Now, but here's the thing, dear. What have I told you about people who have MySpace accounts?
I don't know. I've never heard anything about you in your MySpace.
Oh, I've talked about it many times. If you're in a relationship, the other person does not need a MySpace account.
Yeah.
Nor do you.
Huh? Including me?
Including you. You don't need one.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you need to be networking for? You found what you want, right?
Or at least I thought I found what I wanted.
Well, that's my point.
Nothing.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying here, right?
Yeah. But it's very socially accepting. So, you know, I think that's why I do have a MySpace account.
But again, if you don't have a relationship, that's fine. Use MySpace to hook up or to socialize or whatever.
Well, this was a new relationship. I'd only gone out with him for maybe a month before he...
And you were already referring to him as a boyfriend?
No, he was just a guy I was dating. I didn't refer to him as a boyfriend.
Oh, so why were you even worried about whether he was seeing other people? You'd only been seeing him for a month.
Oh, because it was his bright idea to say, let's be exclusive.
Why did you go along with it, though?
But I didn't.
Well, you did because that's why you went spying on him on MySpace.
Well, actually, my friends brought it to my attention, so I went ahead and I went to go see and follow up.
So why did you even care if he went to London? Why didn't you just go off and do your own thing?
Because, I don't know, I do like him. Or I did. I did like him.
I just don't believe some of the stuff I hear. 1-800-5800-TOM. Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
You're an absolute inspiration. I go home and bang my boyfriend every night because you just turn me on.
Oh, do you think of me while you're banging him?
Well, I won't tell him that, but maybe.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Let's talk about these chicks who want to... This is the thing I have a hard time relating to with chicks, because I've worked so hard for everything I have. I think I finally have pinpointed this. Years now of living alone and spending time with a glass of wine, listening to... little John Coltrane at night, or, little Miles Davis at night, or little Dexter Gordon at night, and you're sitting there and you're thinking. It's like, what is it? I've been divorced repeatedly, kept trying. Why? Relationships, couldn't make it work. Why? And I don't respect the concept that women expect everything to be laid at their feet. They expect everything to be paid for. And they have this sense of entitlement. They just think that that's the way it is. Like, I spread my legs and you stick airline tickets in there. I mean, I don't respect women for being like that. All women are not like that, but the ones who aren't are women you wouldn't want to see naked anyway, and that is the paradox. Trying to get to the important answers to the important questions here. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Mary on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
No. Hi, Mr. Leykis. Is Mr. Tom Leykis?
Oh, did you want to talk to him?
Yes, very much so.
All right, hold on, please. From Hollywood, it's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Mary, the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom?
Yeah.
This is not Tom Leykis.
Oh, hold on. I'll get him for you then. Hang on.
Yeah, I know his voice.
Okay, I'm sure you do. From Hollywood, it's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Mary. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
This is Tom?
Yes.
This does not sound like Tom Leykis, but I'm going to tell you what I feel like telling Tom Leykis.
All right,
okay?
tell me what you wanted to tell him.
I want to tell Tom Leykis.
Are you sure you would know Tom's voice if you heard it?
I know his voice because I've been listening to him for years.
And you don't think I sound like him?
No, on the phone. Maybe you sound different.
All right, you caught me. Hold on, I'll get him for you. Hollywood. It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Mary. The Tom Leykis Show.
This is Tom?
Yes.
This is not Tom.
All right, I'll get him for you. I'm sorry.
Let me just tell you. You relay it to Tom.
Oh, you want me to tell him?
You can tell Tom for me.
Oh, would you like me to tell him?
I want to talk to him because I want him to hear
what I... All right, hang on. I'll get him for you. No problem. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Mary. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Tom Leykis.
Yes.
This is not Tom, but anyway. Why are you guys playing games like this? You want me to tell Tom off?
You know what? I want you to tell it to him directly. Hold on, please. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Mary. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
This Tom Leykis.
Yes.
Well, you know what? This sounds like the same guy I just got you talking to.
Oh, you know what? You are one smart cookie. I can't put one past you. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Mary. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not talking to Tom again, but here we go. You know what?
Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Let me get the reaction of the other callers. Lisa?
Yes?
Who are you talking to here?
I'm talking to Tom Leykis.
Mary doesn't think she's talking to Tom Leykis.
Okay,
well, Mary's entertaining.
Okay. Tom Leykis, you're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Oh, you mean you acknowledge it's me now?
I don't believe it's you, but I'm going to tell the person on this
Well, let me ask the next person. Andrew, are you hearing this call with Mary?
Oh, my God.
Because you sound so different on the phone than you do on the radio, okay?
So does everybody.
Okay, that's what I want to tell you with your smart mouth. You always got to talk about fat women. You wouldn't pay a vacation for no women going on a vacation just for... Tom, who want to go on a vacation with you?
Well, you'd be amazed, dear. You should hear my voicemail with any given day.
And listen to this. You got money, but I have to be staying with you, Tom. You're not the cutest little thing I ever
Well,
seen.
you're not the youngest little thing, so don't worry.
No,
I won't be inviting you.
Putting people down like
I won't be going on vacation with anybody your age, darling.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'm finna jump the subject. You don't believe in God. I wouldn't either. If I looked in the mirror every day, I would not believe in God either.
If what?
No real God do this to anyone.
Do what?
You're hideous looking. And then you always ugly. You got ugly.
All I do, I cover myself in $100 bills, dear, and then I get them much younger and hotter than you.
My God, because you got dollar bills. That's all.
That's okay. You know what? So what?
You don't want to take a woman on a vacation.
No, I don't.
The only reason they wouldn't go on a vacation was because you got money.
Again, dear, it's amazing. You don't have to give a woman money. She just has to think that long term she's going to get it from you.
But look at the price you paying being with you.
Again, darling, you'll never have to pay that price because you're way too old.
I wouldn't want to be with you, Tom.
Doesn't matter because at your age it will never be a question.
Don't worry about it, baby. I don't want you just like you wouldn't want me.
Don't worry, darling. As old as you are, I don't go that old.
You don't.
No, I don't.
Go any way you can, Tom.
Don't worry, I will, dear. By the way, did you want to talk to Tom?
Did you hang up on me?
No. Did you want to talk to
Tom?
Tom?
But you know what? Believe it or not, I really like you.
I know you do, dear. Because if I treat you like crap, you come back for more, and you just prove my point again. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Lisa on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
I don't know whether to slap my mother or hug her for teaching me values because, I don't know, I just can't see sleeping with anybody for a free trip or I've worked for everything my whole life. And I have friends that expect that, oh, just hand it to me, and I want to slap them, too. Because, it's just values, and I think a lot of people, their parents didn't teach them right. And they think they should get this, spread my legs, and there you go. Give it to me.
Well, have you ever seen these personal ads I'm talking about? Really, if you want a good laugh.
I've seen them. I've seen guys do them, too, but, and what gets me is most of the guys that do them aren't hot.
Or they're gay, because really, what guy wants another person to pay for his vacation?
But, it's like I had an argument with my boyfriend yesterday because I use my car for business. I work every day, and he wanted to fill the gas tank. And I'm like, no, it's my car, my gas. I pay for it. And it's just what my mother taught me. My mother, I guess, raised me right.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and it has been entertaining today, though. I have to say that. I was stuck on traffic, and I did get vast entertainment today.
Well, we love that, dear.
Yeah. Well, we love you, Tom, and it is Tom. You sound the same on the radio and the phone.
Thank you, Lisa.
I think Mary's missing a few cards.
I think so. I think you're right. Natalie, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I have a theory about you. I think that the way that you view others and yourself is what causes you to meet people that fulfill the way that you view them. So it's a self-fulfilling process.
Well, why are there so many other people who call the show who are meeting the same kind of people?
Well, I think that because they've been listening to you for so long and you've convinced them because you're so good at, convincing people about the way you think, that they think the same way. Oh, it's because I'm good at convincing people. So in other words, they don't actually believe this stuff. I talk them into believing. No, they believe it now, and so that's the way that they view. For example, if I used to be a sales manager, and the objection that if let's say that I wouldn't pay a certain amount of money for a product myself, and I was a salesperson, chances are the objection that I would have the most difficult time overcoming, or that I would by a client, would be the one that I myself couldn't overcome. So chances are, if I had a problem with the price, then then everyone I would interact with, that would be their problem. On that note, dear, I hate to cut you off, but we're out of time. Our email address, tom@blowmeuptom.com.
The Tom Leykis Show.